Member, continue.
Madam Speaker, the law does provide for the Minister of Finance to come to this August House to present a supplementary budget. And so the Minister of Finance has come to this House asking to supplement the 2025 budget with a further 33.6 billion kwacha. Now, 33.6 billion kwacha, Madam Speaker, represents 15.5% of the 2025 budget, which stood at 217 billion kwacha. Now, Madam Speaker, yes, we understand that the law provides for supplementary budgets. That time is not correct. It's not correct, Madam Speaker.
The Honorable Member for Nkana. Why are you not debating?
It's not correct.
Pardon?
I just did seconds. Madam Speaker, I just did seconds of my 8 minutes. This is not correct time. I just did seconds.
It's true. Order, honorable members. When you are considering the estimates, the time allocation is 5 minutes. Please just check in your standing orders. So we are on course. The Honorable Member for Nkana, you may continue.
Madam Speaker, this Parliament has a lot of time. There's no way you can restrict us to 5 minutes. Honestly speaking, what can we discuss in 5 minutes? Madam Speaker, now, this supplementary budget raises a lot of questions. Number one, it raises a question of whether the minister is able to anticipate happenings. It raises a question as to whether this minister is able to prioritize activities. It also raises a question as to whether this government is prudent at managing our resources. It will interest you, Madam Speaker, that what the minister is proposing as part of the supplementary budget in terms of where is he going to draw resources, he is planning to borrow 14.8 billion domestically. Now, when you borrow or when you continue to borrow domestically, it means you are going to the banks. On one hand, you want to continue promoting growth. On the other hand, you are stifling the little resource that is available for business entities to go and borrow. Now, Madam Speaker, at the expense of sounding monotonous, part of the proposals that the minister is making is, number one, is going to get the 3% of the financing of this supplementary budget from savings. 8% is going to come from donor financing, and the other portion is going to come from taxes. What I have not seen in this supplementary budget is the minister going to draw money from the mining sector. I'll give you as an example, Madam Speaker. This is what, infuriates me. If you go to Mfumbwe, I don't know if the MP from Mfumbwe is here. There is gold on the streets of Mfumbwe as we speak today. Even little children are selling gold in Mfumbwe. In a normal country, Madam Speaker, the minister would have sat down with his counterparts to draw a plan on how we can manage those gold resources in Mfumbwe. An unprecedented amount of gold deposits have been discovered in Mfumbwe. We are a country that prides ourselves in having a minister go to parade himself before the IMF and the World Bank to borrow, when back home his streets are littered with gold resources. Madam Speaker, this is what makes me ask this question. Mushe, the Minister of Finance, does the Minister of Finance get a cut from borrowing? Because we can't continue to borrow. Is it deliberate? Has he got a commission? Or it's because, Madam Speaker, in any normal situation, Madam Speaker, you can't continue to borrow.
The Honorable Member for Nkana, I'm saying order. My apologies to the Honorable Member for Nkana. It's supposed to be 8 minutes as guided. So I'm sure they've added was it 4 minutes that was meant? You may continue now.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I am asking this question genuinely, Madam Speaker. You see, I have been on this subject every other time we are discussing the budget, every other time the minister comes to the House with a supplementary budget. Madam Speaker,
Order, honorable member. Order. There is an indication for a point of order. The Honorable Minister of Infrastructure, what is your point of order?
Madam Speaker, I don't make a habit of rising on a point of order. But I'm doing so on account of number 71. The Honorable Member of Parliament from Nkana, in his debate there, one of the things he has said is the borrowing. And he raises a question. Does the Minister of Finance get a cut from the loans, from the borrowing? Madam Speaker, that is an outrageous statement, and it should not be allowed in this House. Has he any evidence to show that the Honourable Minister gets cuts from borrowings, when this Honourable Minister is working so hard to restructure the economy of this country? Is it in order to raise his aspirations?
Thank you.
I seek your serious ruling, Madam Speaker. This is a serious statement. Thank you.
Order. Honorable Member from Nkana, that is a very big allegation. Do you have evidence? Because now you are informing the whole country that the Honorable Minister of Finance gets some cut somewhere. Can you provide evidence?
Madam Speaker, you can go to the verbatim. I did not conclude that the minister gets a cut. My submission was, I wonder, does the minister, because you see, Madam Speaker, the minister cannot continue to be coming to this House to borrow.
For Nkana,
you can't.
I had asked for evidence.
Madam Speaker,
if you have
evidence
no
over what?
evidence, can you withdraw?
It was a question, Madam Speaker. It's not a statement of fact. It's a question. Does the minister get a commission out of borrowing? It's not a fact. It's a statement. It's a question. What evidence should I provide over a question? What evidence? What evidence,
honorable members.
I should withdraw. I can withdraw.
Order, honorable member from Nkana. Please, let's use the words well. Because already here, people now are saying something over what you said. So you should be so clear. Try to be clear, and let's stick to the report, which is before the House. Let's try to stick to the report before the House.
Madam Speaker, we are supplementing the budget of 2025 by 33 billion.
For the sake of the people and the Honorable Minister who was listening and accused, can you please just withdraw that statement?
For the sake of the Minister of Infrastructure, I withdraw the question.
And the people?
And the people of Zambia, I withdraw the question as to whether Honorable Minister of Finance gets a commission. I withdraw that statement or that question. Now, Madam Speaker, let me continue here.
Order, Honorable Member from Nkana. Please, this is a straightforward issue. Somebody is injured, just withdraw and apologize, and then you move on. You move on with your debate. Order, honorable members, don't debate while seated. The honorable member from Nkana.
Whatever statement that is not sitting well, I withdraw, because I don't know from where to where. So I withdraw.
It's about the commission. Just withdraw that statement.
I withdraw that statement. The wondering whether the minister gets a commission, I withdraw it. Madam Speaker, I still come back to the same issue.
Order, honorable members.
What shall the zone? Iwe Yateke panshi na wote ambi molu. What's your problem?
Order, honorable members, order. Order. You may continue. The honorable member from Ghana, please continue.
Madam Speaker, I know it's clear they would want to disturb my flow, but I'll still be there at the same point. 14.8 billion kwacha of borrowing, continued borrowing, with the abundance of gold resources in Mufumbwe as we speak today. What sort of a government would forego the natural resource that can be converted into financial resource to finance their budget? They continue to borrow, in the process stifle the little resource that is available for companies to borrow to grow the economy. This is what makes me wonder. If the Minister of Finance would have looked around, part of the proposal is the savings that is coming from the previous budget. Madam Speaker, this is the same government that today is giving free money on the toll gates, on the pretext that the consortium is going to be using that money on the toll gates to go and repair the old road. When you go on that road, Madam Speaker, they are not repairing. They are doing the actual works. They borrow our public money at NAPSA, 650 million, but Honorable Mirupi there produces a statutory instrument, give them free money of our targets. This is the same government that wants to continue borrowing, meanwhile, on the other hand, recklessly giving away our money to the Chinese. This is the same government, Madam Speaker, that comes to the people of Zambia to adjust their budgets, to increase tariffs of electricity so that they can raise money to go and import power. In the process, they go and finance that money that is being contributed by the people of Zambia to go and pay a middleman in the name of Kanona. This recklessness, Madam Speaker, cannot be condoned in this country. This daylight robbery, Honorable Minister of Finance, cannot be entertained in this country. What we want you to be doing, Mr. Minister, sit down with your colleagues. There are abundant resources around this country. You can harness those resources. You can finance your supplementary budget. We are not against you producing a supplementary budget.
Order.
We want you to do what is right.
Order,
we don't want daylight robbery. We don't want.
Order. Can you take your seat, Honorable Member? Honorable Members, a debate is not shouting. You are not supposed to shout. Honorable Member Fonkana, when you are debating, the Honorable Member Fonkana, please, can you stop shouting?
Madam Speaker, in pamulo.
And Bemba is not the official language?
This is how I am, Madam Speaker.
No, Honorable Member Fonkana, no. No, it's not allowed. You may take your seat, Honorable Member. The Honorable Member for Lunte.